Some heavy traffic today. Excuse me, fellas. Well, good morning, folks. Gonna be another nice day here in Nebraska. I think it's gonna be a high of 55. And what is it? It's the 6th of January with a high of 55 degrees. Well, the plan for today, I believe, is do the morning feedings, and then we're gonna get the heifer pen in, and they're starting to rub a little bit, so we're gonna pour them with some Ivamec and get them to stop rubbing. Yeah, that's what you really want, isn't it? Alrighty, we'll load up for the heifer pen. Remember, folks, if you enjoy this type of ranching content, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. I've got a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers before calving season, which starts here in about a month and a half. So if you want to help me out, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. There's our gal, 1322, right up at the front of the lunch line every day. The way we do our tags is, so the first two numbers are the year that they had their first calf. So that girl right there had her first calf in 13. So she's on her, gonna be 13th calf this year. She is bred. She's ready to be a good mother again. Been doing it for years. I hadn't even graduated high school when that gal had her first calf, and that's been many moons ago. Like I've said before, this pen has our replacement heifers, the bred heifers that are due in the end of February, and then it has just a few old cows like old sister over here. This has a few of them that we didn't want to take to corn stalks, and so we just tossed them in here. We got a slight change of plans for the afternoon. I guess the vet's coming next week to bangs vaccinate the replacement heifers. So when we do that, we'll just sort the bred heifers off and pour each bunch then. So we will not be getting the heifers in to pour them with some Ivamec today. So now, instead of pouring those heifers this afternoon after I get done feeding the cows, we got a calving pen that we always calve the heifers out in. That's right next to the barn in case we have trouble. That's got to have some revamping. I got to hang a couple gates and haul some dirt in there. And so after I feed the cows, start working on that. Hello, ladies. Some light traffic on the old I-90 today. Well, this is new. Dang, cottonwood fell right on the brace post of a corner. I sure love old dead cottonwoods that fall on the fence. One of my favorite things is fixing fence where cottonwood fell. cows is kind of our, top bunch of cows. They bred up first last year, had their calves up, closest to the due date. They were AI calves, so we sorted them off and brought them up here, and they'll probably be, most of them probably be bred up to the front. I think we have 4 cows in here that are bred late, so most of these will be AI calves coming out of them. I'll head back and grab the dump truck and haul some dirt into the heifer pen, and then try to hang some gates, put some posts in. Here's the old unit here. The old man paid $3,500 for this rig. Went clear down to Kansas. I don't remember if it was from Lyon Canny. I think we got it in Salina, Kansas. We drove clear down there and loaded her up on the pickup and trailer and hauled her home, which was really fun, through the Kansas Flint Hills, I think. And like it says here, it came from a highway department. And they didn't tell us that it was about a quarter of it still full of some sort of river rock type of stuff. And we couldn't get it out of there. But he got it cheap because they said it didn't, they said the hydraulics didn't work. Well, turns out they didn't switch. This thing is set up, it could put a plow on the front. Turns out they didn't switch the hydraulics to go from the plow that would have been in front back to the dump bed here. Guy that, we didn't look at it when we got it, but a guy crawled under there and said, hey, this still works, you just gotta switch the hydraulics over. So yeah, $3,500 still works like a charm. I'm not gonna haul dirt out of here. I'm gonna go get some sand. This is more magnesia. I just snagged me a few peanut M&Ms real quick. You guys ever have one of the peanut M&Ms that just is like dusty and it ruins the whole pile that you just ate? This happened to me. Just ruined it. Like I said, we went down to Salina, Kansas, or Salina, however you call it, and picked this up. Me and Dad took the dually pickup and trailer and, chained her down and headed north. And we were, slightly overweight. Like I said, had about a quarter of this thing was filled with rock that they didn't fill us in on. Bought it off Purple Wave. Anyways, we come up to this hill in some little Kansas town, and it was a stop sign and then a straight up, not a straight up hill, but a pretty good incline. And I knew it went bad. I knew it was bad when Dad said, if this thing stops, jump out. Thankfully it didn't stop. We made her out, but it was low and slow. Here's the old sand pit. We'll get her loaded up. Also guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and leave a comment. I'd really like to meet everybody who's watching these videos. Another fine feature of this unit. Oh yeah. So this here is the heifer pen. Right next to the barn, so we can get them right in over there. Still got some work to do. We had a little I don't know what you call it, kind of a calf fudge thing. Not really a calf fudge, but a little tiny little shed that the calves could crawl in, which used to work great when we'd have kind of older calves in here. We'd bring them in for a storm with cows, but when we're calving heifers in here, we'd always shut it off. So we decided to tear it out. So I tore that out. A tree fell on here, got that all cut out and torn out. Putting a gate in there, revamping all that over there. And obviously got to get this equipment out of here and we'll be ready. But for now, just hauling a little dirt in here. too bad for an old $3,500 unit. We're gonna open this up here, see if we can fit that old gal through there. Might be a little tight. Alrighty, here's the moment of truth. I think we can get her. I believe. Just like we drew it up. This is the old lever to open the latches. Gotta have her in here to get the PTO in. Sometimes you don't like to go in. And there's the hoist. Slowly but surely. It's up. Works like a charm. Well, I got 4 loads hauled in there. Just got to go feed the heifers their second load of feed and call it a night. Gonna finish feeding these gals and call her a day. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe, folks. It really helps me out.